we delve into sales. I don't know if one of you want to share their screen, the sales department, so that we go through the sales with them instead of me doing it from here, so that at least they can get a practical feel of what we are doing.
All right.
Please, who share?
A minute, please.
So I can stop sharing.
Yeah. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen, please.
Yeah.
Okay, Cornelius, before I want to ask something. Everybody should be giving administrative role now. Should everybody?
I think for the purpose of the training.
Okay, so in the sandbox, everybody can have administrative rights.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see for this person, he doesn't have access to settings, so he cannot do anything on settings. Same way we can take off the apps from him. You understand? Because we can only limit him to, let's say, whatever he is meant to do in sales. So he can only see sales applications on his dashboard. Yeah. So before or after we end the training, we can go through some sessions with you so that we see how best we can do that.
All right.
Okay. Ebenezer, you are the one presenter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, please let me hear you. Let me hear you clearly. So sales, please click into the application. Okay. So I want you to uncheck the X in the search button, like clear my quotation in the search button. Great. We're trying to do a sales order. That is set an I today. So first off, to do a new sales order, you can see new. Yes, or you want to start from quotations. So it's basically start from quotations. So now on this page, whatever quotation you would want to send to. Can we proceed, please?
Quotations.
It's already on quotations. The sales order starts from quotations.
Quotations, okay.
Yes. You can choose to start it, click on the tabs at the top, orders. You can see quotations, then you also click on it. So here you choose a customer. How long is the quotation supposed to expire? Maybe you give the client 1 week for the quotation. Now, in terms of price list, probably there are some special prices you give to this customer. But before that, you have to go and create that price list, and the exact products you would associate those prices to. Maybe you have a special customer you treat in a different way. Now, you also have to choose the payment terms. Maybe per the discussion you had with them. So whether it's an immediate payment, whether it's in 30 days, you come to the product line, add the product, the kind of products. So you choose from the list. You can add more, change the quantity and see.
But
I guess the unit of, come again.
Yeah, can't we use tabs to navigate through the
stars?
Tab. So that
I don't
want to move to the right, I can.
If you want to move to, I'm not understanding something. Please let me understand.
What he wants to say. Okay.
I've chosen a product.
Yeah.
Now I want to move to quantities. Can I use tab key? Yeah, to navigate through.
Keyboard, like keyboard, back. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Best practice, you have a mouse. So why would you want to use, maybe, well, you have a mouse. So I haven't tried that using tabs or whatsoever to move to the next stage or something.
Okay.
You move from that place. So the quotation you were doing.
Okay.
Now you see where you went. You can come back straight without going to the tabs at the top. But it's called the breadcrumbs. But let's proceed. Are these all the items you want to sell? Probably you have more you want to sell.
Okay.
So what's the unit price for this particular product? 35. Okay. In terms of taxes, whether you add some taxes, whether there's a standard tax you want to add, you can click in the tax button and in the tax, under the taxes.
You don't do anything like that.
You don't do anything like that. Great. Okay. So here do you want to send this quotation to the client? You can send it by email. Do you want to preview it in its PDF form? So you can tap on the preview and see how it appears for you. In case you don't like how the template looks, we can change it as well.
So,
So
is this how it will appear?
Yes, and it will be sent to the customer when you send by email. So the customer accepts and signs and brings it back to you via the same platform.
Okay, so our people we deal with are not people that engage with emails. So
No
we
problem at all.
normally do, let's say, WhatsApp, for instance.
Okay, so you can integrate the system with WhatsApp too.
Okay.
Yeah, so that in case you want to send something to, that's what I'm saying. The applications, when you go to apps and you type WhatsApp, you see there, activate it, and the necessary things will be done or will be added, but it wasn't part of the requirements that you gave us. So that wasn't touched at all. So I guess that will be another conversation, probably management will pick up with your management.
What about we get a PDF? And since we have our WhatsApp installed, we can just go ahead and
you can have this thing on mobile.
okay.
Odoo you can have it on mobile. So immediately you preview it, you can go back, go down. No. Okay, so it's not here. So when you go back, there's a place you can there's a gear button at the top. So go back to the sales orders or go back to home or the quotation. See the 3,500 on top of it.
Yeah.
Good. Now, if you want to print this, the gear button under quotations. Gear button under quotations. Yeah. That settings button.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, you can click it and print it, whether in PDF or any other thing. You can see it right.
Okay, so it has printed. Let me check. Okay.
So there you have it, right? So you can send this thing via WhatsApp to your customer or whatsoever. When he or she approves, then you come and confirm the quotation. Immediately you confirm the quotation, it changes.
So are you yet to put our logo?
That's what I'm saying.
I've done that in production. So in production, you see the logo and then updated, I think, the address and other things. Yeah, in the production account. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Immediately the client confirms, or the customer confirms, you come and confirm it. And it immediately moves from a quotation to a sales order. So you can go to your tab, the Odoo tab. Yeah. Tab. The S003.
Yeah. Sales order.
Yeah, click on it. Can you click on it, please? Good. So immediately it's confirmed. So you can confirm this quotation.
Okay.
When you preview it to know that everything is okay, then confirm. Your left-hand side, confirm. Left-hand side.
I've done that.
Left-hand side. Okay. So it's not a sales order. So that sales order, then you create an invoice from the sales order. But first, you need to check. So someone's work can end there. Then the warehouse people can check. So if the warehouse people go into inventory right now, and at the receipts level, they will see one delivery to make on their dashboard, one delivery to make. Then they can push it. But since you also have administrative, you're an administrator now, so you can do everything from where you sit. You understand? But when approvals or no, when accesses are limited, maybe you cannot do delivery. So you can delve into that delivery, the car at the top, one delivery to be made, meaning this 100 goods will be going to this particular customer. So you can check the delivery and validate it and say, okay, everything is all right. So let me validate it and let it go. Then you come and create an invoice. So you can go to the S003 at the top. S003, where the quotations are. Good. So it takes you back to the sales order. Then you create an invoice from this. Regular payment, whether the client will make a down payment first in percentage or in amount. So you can clear whether it's just a regular payment, like the payment structure you give in 30 days or so. So you can create it from the draft. Good. So now come and confirm it. So now you have one sales order at the top, which is created from the quotation. And now when you confirm it, an invoice will also be created. So then you have to send it. Send it. Send. Yeah. Okay. Just want to decide whether you are sending that invoice to the person. Even the person has an email, they're fine. But you say you don't do this most often. You mostly send it to to WhatsApp. So you can see that the attachment has downloaded the invoice. So you can choose the gear button to print the invoice as well, so that you don't go through the email side, so that you print it and send it to the customer via WhatsApp or whatsoever medium you want to send it to them. So you can close this side.
Let me ask a question.
Sure, go ahead.
There are some customers that when we are sending quotation or invoices to via email, we would have to copy maybe our director. Is it possible we add on more email addresses?
Yeah, so in that same two, go to the two and let me see something.
Yeah, I see
you can
two.
add, yes, add another email. So you have it there, right?
Sure.
Good. You can add as many emails you want.
Okay.
We're good, right?
Yeah, we are good.
Sure. So you should be getting a notification in your email address.
Okay.
So the invoice has also been created. That's why you have under the sales order, you have INVV, blah blah blah. So you can go to invoice at the top, to invoice at the top, or when you go to the to invoice at the top, orders to invoice, and you go and see your invoice there, orders to invoice, yeah. Then appear here. Please go back. Sorry, no orders. Please go back. Go to orders at the top. Go to sales. So it's fully invoiced until it's paid.
Okay.
Yeah. So who initiates payments and where it goes to? That's where the accounting comes in. I don't know where the sales team jobs end, but I'm taking you through a cycle from quotation to sales order where the product is delivered, then it creates an invoice. After where it continues the accounting, I don't know who takes over. Can click pay, choose whether bank or cash.
Okay, that's accounting.
So we can end there.
I think
Charles will take. Come again.
Paul has a question.
Okay, sure. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So the first is when creating the quotation, the customer
Yes,
name.
please.
For a
Yeah.
cash customer that we don't have his or her details in the system, does it mean you have to create the CRF for that cash customer before moving to the quotation, before converting it to an invoice?
Okay, there are so many ways to kill a cat. So let me teach you the simplest one. Go to new.
All right.
In case the customer is a new person, go to new.
Yeah.
At the top, yeah. Now, if the customer is not in the system, start typing the name.
Okay. So
start typing anything. Maybe it's Mr. Kofi, Mr. Kwanzaa. So it will add you to create. So go to create. So create, cool, good.
Okay.
So now it's created. Whether you whatever thing you add to the, or if you want to see the customer form, that arrow next to the drill down. Yes, it will take you to the Kufori customer form, so that if he has addresses or whatsoever, you start adding it to. Yes, you start updating it. So Kufori now you've created it already. So since you click on create, it is now in the system.
Okay.
It has popped up already. It popped up already. So now it's created. That's it. At the first.
The first.
Yeah. So in case you want to add something more to the Kufori customer form, you go down to that arrow. But if you want to proceed with that sales, then you go forward and add your product, choose the payment terms or whatsoever, then you continue.
Okay. And then
Paul.
Yeah.
Paul, I thought when the customer is not a credit customer, we use the cash customer to capture the sales.
No. So let's say a cash customer walks in, he wants to make inquiries and he wants to buy maybe certain products, but he's not prepared to pay now. So he needs a quotation. So a walk-in customer can just come, a cash customer, we have to generate a quotation for the person so that maybe the day he or she is ready to make payment for the product, he notifies us. Then we convert such quotation to either a cash sales or an invoice, depending on the payment mode. If it's a cash sales, sometimes the person pays cash outright. But if it's an invoice, maybe parts will be cash paid and then parts will be Momo. That's why we create such invoice for such transactions.
Yeah, but our terms and condition does not allow a cash customer to pay later. Cash customer pays that day. Once it goes beyond that day, it becomes a credit customer, and the credit customer has to go through a process. Yes, so we can't admit those guys under credit customer rule. So I don't know if even
Mr. Papu, what we went through now, I want to be sure if it is
Zero sound is up.
Cash customers. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Cyril, come in.
Yeah, we are saying that our practice here is that sales orders are meant for credit customers. Yeah. And what we just went through is sales orders. So do we have another category for only cash people?
No, we want to address what Paul brought up, that cash customers cannot pay beyond a day. So we cannot create an account like a cash credit credentials for a cash customer.
That is our protocol, so that is it.
Charles, hold on. So let me chip in. Let's say a customer comes, a cash customer walks in after 5, or let's say between 4 to 5, which by then we had already lodged the cash and checks to bank. So in this situation, if the customer brings in cash or maybe a check, which is on that due day, but because we are done with the lodgements, we have to present it the following day. So with such situations, how are you going to go about it?
The customer has paid.
No, the customer walks in after we are done with our bank lodgements for the day.
No problem.
and the person brought cash, paid part Momo, or the person brought in check.
Yeah,
So
but
research,
the lodgement is different from the sales. The credit thing comes in when we don't receive the money that day. The lodgement there, once you receive the money close to the end of the day, you can't lodge it, but then you've received the money that same day.
okay.
That makes the person a cash customer. Once it goes beyond that day and the person is a cash customer, we will not even accept the transaction at all. The cash customer cannot tell us they want to pay the next day. It will not happen.
Okay.
Yes, that is what I'm talking about. So maybe they will also have to give us the cash customer, other forms of booking sales, like cash customer, like we do in NetSuite, cash customer or cash sales or anything. Okay.
Okay. So I think when it gets there, set to address that side when it gets there. Okay. But
my second question. When you are entering the products.
Yes, please.
Let's say, Eben, please, can you enter maybe a specific product? No, let's say antibiotic. You maintain the antibiotic. The drugs, any of the drugs.
Okay.
Okay, all right, okay. Because earlier on, I saw Cyril editing the UOM, the kilo pack size. So I thought you have to enter the product and then you have to edit that aspect, but it's automatically generated. So yeah. So that's fine. All right, sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. So are we any more questions, please? Emmanuel.
Yes, please. I wanted to know how do you incorporate discounts?
Okay, so Cornelius, when we give you access over everything, when you go to settings, this one we've not included discounts. When you go to settings, there's a check you make discounts. So immediately you check that discounts. When you are doing a sales, it will appear on these lines where you see taxes, unit price. So there will be a discount line also there.
Okay.
So that feature hasn't been configured yet. So when we hand over the system fully to Maridav, then Cornelius has full charge over it. You don't have settings. I could have walked you through for you to do it, but you don't have the settings.
Brian,
okay, Seth.
Hello.
Yes, Seth.
You let him check the to go button and let me see. It may have.
Okay, check the amount. You see, there's a to bottom at the amount side. Have you configured it? So it's not here unless it's configured at the back end. So when you configure it or when you want to add any line to this one, you can come to the toggle bottom and choose from there. You see it will appear there. So Seth, you add it and let him refresh it. So you can, we created a price list, a special price list, and we indicated it on some product. Nanajua. Yes.
Sorry, just to be sure about the categorization of our sales being cash sale and credit sale. Did you mention that the cash sales will be discussed later?
No, I said that Seth would take over. Seth will go into that details.
Okay.
Very well.
All right.
Yeah. You want to separate cash sales from the credit sales?
Yes.
Yeah. When it gets to the accounting bit, into details, he will address all that.
All right.
Sure.
Okay, and then Brian.
Yes, boss.
I just enabled the discounts. Yeah.
Okay, he should refresh it and see.
Yeah.
Please refresh your button first.
Do we have any refresh button here or just a normal?
At the top, the whole window. Please refresh it.
Okay.
Now you see the discount has appeared.
Okay.
So when you add the product and you click on that product, right now the product has left. So when you click on that product, add the product, you see the amount has come. So maybe.
Or how is the discount captured here? Our old system, we had to enter negative. If we are giving 10%, we have to capture it negative 10% and it deducts. So in our case here on Odoo, how does it work? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello. Okay.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you, please.
Okay.
Are we good with the discount bit?
No, please. So
Okay,
I
any
was saying
questions?
that, okay, is it calculated in percentage?
No, right now it's not configured to that. So I think it is calculated on amount.
Amounts.
Enter a figure. Let me see. Enter
Okay, I've done
maybe.
10.
Did it take it out?
So it's 3750. When
No,
I
scroll
enter,
down. Scroll.
when
When
I
you enter,
enter
scroll
10,
down.
When you enter, just leave it.
Scroll
Just
down.
leave that. Good. So scroll down. Yeah. It's still not applied. It's still not applied. And
It
there's
has.
some configuration. It has.
Yes, it
has.
is
I think it has. Yeah.
3750.
Maybe I can't see it all. I can't
This is
see
it.
it all.
This is the original figure. I've added 10. It has
Your screen
reduced
is
it.
small. Your screen is small.
Yeah, it has applied. It has applied.
Okay. Is it 10%? Okay. So
Yeah.
it's applied. Can it be configured in such a way that we would have the initial amount, the discount given, and then the final value? Yeah, so that the customer will see how much discount in value that he or she had.
Okay, we will look at it for you.
Okay. The network is bad, please.
Yes, please. Someone's hand is up. The person can talk. Whilst Brian comes in again.
Nana.
Good morning. In NetSuite, we have sales and invoices. And the cash sales, anytime a customer walks in and pays for the amount of sale he or she has purchased, they enter a cash sale with a mode of payment attached to their sale. Then the invoices were created because of the credit customers, or when someone makes a payment, maybe parts Momo, parts Cowbank, or parts cash. So if the person makes the payment, maybe parts Momo, we have open invoices. I don't know if in the system there's something like that. And how would make that payment? That's what I wanted to ask.
Okay, we can look at it in the accounting section. So your question is well noted.
In NetSuite, the sales people also do the cash sales. So I don't know, because when they do the cash sales, they attach the mode of payment to it, because it's the exact amount. That's why I'm asking if.
Yeah, I'm saying you'll be part of the accounting group, so you take it up from there.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I think
Still on
Brian's
the sales categorization. Here we have sales orders. Even though you said when we get to that side, the accounting side, it will be addressed. I hope so that once we are able to see sales orders here and we can create, I think we should create another column for cash sales, maybe invoices, so that instead of going through sales orders to be able to create an invoice, if I want to create a cash sales, I can just click on cash sales button and enter my cash sales. If the person is paying via different mode of payment, then I have an invoice column that I can just click on invoice and create an open invoice. All right, as it stands now, we have only sales orders. Are we going to configure for cash sales and then invoices separately?
Okay, this buttons you are seeing or these settings, the one comes with Odoo. So if there is anything we have to configure, so you also discuss that with bosses and then take it up. So it's well noted.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I'll take over because of Brian's network, so that we continue from there. So the one presenting, can we continue, or are there any other questions?
We can proceed then.
Okay, so with what you are seeing, there is a graph by your quantity. If you can see the graph that by the 10, where between the quantity and then the UOM, yes, click on that. It gives you the quantity you have available and also your forecasted stock, which is always the same as your quantity available normally. And then
it turns red. Yeah.
Okay, Brian, you are in, so you continue.
Okay, in case you select a product and that graph is red, it means that there's no product. There's no quantity in that product you selected. My internet is bad. Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can.
Yes, Brian, we can hear you. Continue.
Okay. Well, in case there is no quantity in that product selected, that place will turn red. And when you are processing the sales, it will either ask you to do a back order or no back order. So it's dependent on how you want to treat it in your organization. So any more questions on the sales bit?
Please,
sorry, my internet is poor. I don't know. I'm very sorry.
Please, let me get you clearly on the quantities available when you're making an entry. Will the system prompt you when you are making an entry? Okay.
Come again, please. Yeah.
Okay. You said when you're making an entry, the quantities available will pop up.
Yeah.
Okay.
The quantity available will pop up in that graph. So,
okay.
If you select and it's beyond, you see that quantity, that graph will turn red.
Okay.
If it's beyond, or if there is no quantity in that for that product, it will turn red.
Okay.
You see, just turn red. Right. Yeah, it means that you've entered more than is in the system. These are
Brian.
Yes, boss.
Brian.
Yeah. Yes, boss.
Would this stop you from entering, or it will allow you to?
It will allow you to continue. That's what I'm saying. That it will, after when you save and you confirm, it will ask you whether to do a back order or no back order.
No, we don't want that. We want it restricted to if you have quantities in the system.
Yes, so we'll configure that too. We'll configure that so that in case you are entering a quantity that is beyond, it won't go through, right?
Yes.
Great. We'll configure. Say please, let me jot it down.
Yeah, but for quotations, I think we should be allowed so that even if we don't have the quantities, we can only raise quotations but not sales order.
Yeah, you can do the quotation and send. That one then no problem. At quotation stage, nothing is hitting any accounting thing.
Okay.
You understand? You just enter your quotation and you can save your quotation or print it and forward it to the customer. At that place, nothing is hitting anything. You understand? But if it gets to transactional stage, I think, or Mr. Charles, so you start right from the quotation stage.
Oh, no. You can allow for quotation, but for the real transaction, it shouldn't go through.
Okay, sure. Noted, please. We'll do that.
Okay. How long would it take you to set up the cash sales and then the cash customer thing? Or how long would it take you to do?
Charles, I want to ask that if you create an invoice and you pay immediately, you could still use that, or that will not be helpful for you.
For cash sales?
Yes. Will it work?
Sales, are you good with that?
Come again.
He's asking a question. Paul, Seth, go again. Ask the question again.
Yeah, I'm asking if we are to confirm the sales order that day and then receive payment that day, will that work for the cash sales?
Cash sale. If we confirm the
order and then the person and make payment, receive payment immediately, we can receive payment in the system immediately. And I'm asking, will that work for the cash sales, where we have one cash sales customer, and then we make the order, then we receive payment that same day? Would that option help?
For cash sales, yes, that same day. But with the NetSuite, our old system, we had a room where if the person is not paying that same day, we create just an invoice, of which the invoice becomes open.
And overdue, or it doesn't give overdue.
Open and overdue.
Yes, it applies same here. So far as you save it and it's an invoice, when you go on the invoice lines, you see overdue, maybe by 1 day, overdue, 2 days. You see it on the invoice lines.
Under cash sale.
You see it when you go to invoices.
Yeah, that Ryan, let me come in again. That's what I'm saying. We can create one customer for that cash sales, and then because you are not going to have a list of
all customers. Okay.
Yes, so we can just use one customer for the cash sales, and then receive immediate payment. So once it's not done, we will also see it as overdue. But then, let's say the next day or the other weeks, we can clear it from the system. I'm asking if this will work.
Okay, so Seth, you mean anytime they want to do a cash sale, they will select that customer as a cash sale?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Brian and Seth,
yes.
Would you like us to share a sample from NetSuite so you see
how
it is done? Yeah, Eben. Okay. Eben. Yeah, since you are sharing your screen, can you pull a sample from NetSuite so they see what we are talking about?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so for instance, I want to do a cash sale. This is a cash sale where the person is paying immediately. So I go to new. Oh, yeah, well, okay, yeah. So assuming I've done it, you see, we have a section here where I have to choose the account in which the money has been deposited. So I come here and choose cash on hand. If it is Momo, and immediately I choose Momo. That is how cash sale must be captured. So at the end of the day, our cash sale value should be equal to the amount of money received by accounts. Please, I hope I'm clear.
Yes.
Yeah, in a situation whereby the person is not having the money here, but maybe will send it when he gets home, of which it can enter the next day. We don't come here at all. We just go to invoices. Then we create new.
Okay, so the POS model can also work in this way. So we'll look at that too and see
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, that one will also solve the problem for us.
Yeah. So here, when we do it, the customer will set a due date. So the due date is supposed to be today, but the person didn't pay. So tomorrow, the thing will be overdue, and when the person pays, account will now credit the sale. Now the sales orders. This is how it was working for us on this system. Yeah, so we have this. We choose whether it is credit or cash, but normally sales orders was strictly credit. So we choose that. Then we'll choose the mode of payment. If it is going to be Momo, bank, check, cash, we choose that one as well. Then we set the start date, we set the end date, then we progress. Yeah. So I think these are the three classifications that we had. So in your system, I don't know how best you can configure it to support the flow of our work. Yeah.
Okay, so
Location.
like I was saying, we will try with the POS model and then get back to you on that, how best it can help. Yeah. So that if it's cash sales, maybe you may use that model to handle it.
Yes, and then we did talk about our old system had different locations because we have the Tema sector, which is our southern sector, then we have the northern sector. So we are able to choose which sector you are picking the goods from.
Sector or
Yes.
locations.
Yes. So let me show
Yes.
one on next week. So here, when you come here, there is a location.
On the sales order.
Yes, on the sales order, whether sales order, invoice, or cash sale. So this is where I'm picking the store in which I'm picking the goods from. Then the class. The class is the sector. Either it is southern sector, northern sector, or Côte d'Ivoire, Maridav Côte d'Ivoire. These are the three that we were dealing with. So in this system too, we would have to get the different classes so that at the end of the day, all southern sector sales will be at one place, and then all northern sector sales will be managed at their sector as well.
Okay, so let's go back to the Odoo. And make an order and then confirm it. No, where you are just putting some values and assign it to a customer. Customer name. Yes, and then confirm it. Okay. Yeah, so the delivery button is go to the delivery button after it. The delivery app. Yes. So if this is what I'm thinking, if I get you, you want to select the source of the goods. So
where the location they are picking it from, right?
So that is the source location. No, not the operation type. Come
the
down.
source location.
Yes, so this is where no, just this is where you are picking the goods from. And what we did was, if you see, let's go back to location. I think, Brian, we have to go and then explain the warehouse and the location, then come back again, so that when he's picking.
But they are sales. Since they are sales, we can teach them to pick it from here. Warehousing is all.
No, I was saying that because of the names of the locations, so that they.
So let him mention the name of the location. Then he should type in maybe Kumasi. You understand? So please, which location, which source location, let's say, are you picking it from? Please, which source location are you picking the goods from?
Eben, we can't hear you.
Sorry, so our locations, we were seeing main warehouse finished goods. We were not seeing what we have under the source location here.
You are seeing the operation. That's the operation type. The main warehouse finished goods, it gives the operation type, meaning it's a delivery order. But where to pick the source location, where you are picking the item from, is the warehouse. You choose which warehouse. So that's what I'm saying, which warehouse.
Okay, hold on a second. I thought the main warehouse is a location.
It's an operation type. There's a warehouse, main warehouse.
Brian, I get him. Let me come in again. So that's why I still wanted us to go there, so that we explain from there, and the questions will minimize. Do you get me?
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go to inventory. Let's go to inventory up. Inventory up.
Hold on a second. You're saying the main warehouse is an operation type?
No. That's what you let's
warehouse.
You Brian.
There's an operation type.
Let's go back. Let's go to inventory.
Yeah.
Click on inventory.
Okay.
Go to configuration.
Configuration.
Yes. And then go to location. No, let's start from warehouse. Let's start from warehouse first.
Warehouses.
Okay. So this, I want you to understand Odoo, okay? So that you link it to what you were doing. If you don't understand what we have done, you'll never be able to appreciate the app well. So these are 3 warehouses that you are having for Maridav. So we have the main warehouse, finished goods, layer mass concentrate warehouse, and then raw material warehouse.
Brian.
Now, yes.
Brian? Yeah,
yes.
So per our current structure, these 3 warehouses you're referring to are situated here in Tema. They are under one location.
Yes. So let me finish. Yes, you let me finish.
All right.
What we mean by warehouse in Odoo is that warehouse can receive goods from vendors as well as deliver to other locations. So we are treating this as warehouse because we understood that you can buy items and put them in these warehouses and later transfer to other locations you're having. In the same vein, these warehouses are also serving as locations. So you can move. So we are having 3 warehouses at the same time. They function as locations. So if you go to configuration again, but before that, wait. If you look at, let me explain this again. The main warehouse finished goods. You see the location stock. That's the initial. Let's say you will not see main warehouse. Yes, you will not see main house to select from, but you only see WHFG stock. So once you see WHFG stock, it's showing you a location. So now this warehouse is still functioning as a location. If you see layer mass concentrate warehouse, if you want to treat it as also a location where you can pick goods from, you will see WHLM stock. And then raw material warehouse. If goods are there, you can pick and supply to any customer. You have it as WHRM stock. So when you go there, you were in sales and you were picking the source location, you are going to see these initials to pick from. So aside these 3 locations, which also serve as a warehouse, we move to locations proper. That one, go to configuration and then go to location. So in location, we are having about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 locations. And what you have seen here, the warehouse finished goods stock is a location. And you can see below that warehouse finished goods stock, defective product store. So the defective product store received directly from warehouse. So you can also, I know you only put maybe scrap or defective products there, which you may not use for customers. But if you go to Kumasi new, we also learned that you'll be having a new place for Kumasi. But the Kumasi old there is your Kumasi assets now. But the new location you'll be adding. So with the mapping we have here, warehouse finished goods stock will supply to Kumasi. So if you see or you want to pick a location which is Kumasi, it means you have to pick warehouse finished goods stock Kumasi new. That means that now it's serving as a location, but you are seeing the warehouse finished goods stock attached to Kumasi because that Kumasi store or the location received directly from warehouse finished goods. I hope you are getting the explanation here.
No, I'm not, but I don't know if my colleagues are.
Okay. So warehouse finished goods supplies to 3 other warehouses, right? That's Kumasi new, Kumasi old, check store, and defective product. So if there's
Why
a
are we
location,
creating a store for defective products? I don't know where this is coming from because we don't have that set up already.
You don't have set up for defective product store?
Not to my knowledge. Charles, can you correct me if I'm wrong? Do we have a store for defective products?
Yes, we have a store for defective products in NetSuite. We've transferred some products to defective store. When you go to NetSuite, you see it.
Is it a location or is it a store under the web Tema, or it's a store that you have both in Kumasi and in Accra?
It's a virtual store. We don't have it as a physical warehouse, but any defective product, we send it to that particular store. Yeah. And it sits there. The quantity sits in that particular store.
When you do your monthly stock takes, I never see anything about a defective product store. I only see the Layer Max warehouse, raw material store, and finished products.
We can go to the defective. I think we've transferred some products some time back. We've not done some in a while, but we've transferred some old products that we're not using to the defective store. But physically, I'm sure it's either it has been destroyed or we keep it somewhere. So if Michael is on the call, Michael.
Yes, Charles. So
okay,
those products have been disposed of, so they are not here. But in the system,
no problem. If we're going to keep a virtual store, there must be reports on it routinely, because I didn't even know it existed in the system. So if we're going to keep it, let's make sure that we report on it routinely. At the end of every period, we should know what products are sitting there.
Okay, so I have opened it. Okay, when you go to reporting, kindly select location and filter by locations. You see the finished goods warehouse defective store. There are 6 products sitting there at the moment with their quantities attached to it as well.
So go to reporting. Go to reporting. Whilst you are here, reporting.
At the tabs. Yeah, the tabs.
On your right.
The tab reporting.
No.
Reporting. configuration reporting, reporting before configuration. No, reporting, yeah. So locations, yeah. The search bar bottom, the arrow there. The search bar bottom, the arrow there, the search bar, the arrow there, yeah. Location, group by location. Under group by, we have location. Click on it, please. So come out of the search dialog box. Yeah, so the quantities of goods in every warehouse is here. So the arrow beside defective product store. Yeah, you can click on it and you see the products that are there so far, that are sitting there so far. I don't know if this works for you to see the products that are going to defective, Kumasi, and other warehouses.
Sure. Can we desist from using Kumasi Old and rather use Kumasi Office?
Yes, sure. We can rename that.
So please, let's do that.
Yes.
Keep it Kumasi Office and then Kumasi New.
So we'll be having Kumasi Office and then Kumasi New, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we okay here, please?
Yeah, so Brian, you can continue. We can go back to the sales. I wanted them to understand the locations we are having and the warehouses, which functions are. Yes, so that when they go, they see the names well, and then they can pick from. You will not have.
Okay.
Yes. So let's go back so that I can continue.
Yeah, Seth.
Yes.
Seth. The reason they are asking for the location thing is when we are done, there's a report that will show you the customer or the sales that have been made under a particular sector. So we'll have northern sector and southern sector. So if we don't select that, or we don't have any option for that, we will not see the categorization.
Yeah, so what we did was in creating the customers, we've assigned them to the various sectors you have. Yes. So once you get your report on your sales, you can filter for the locations and then you have what you are looking for. So you don't need to select
location of the sector.
Yes.
For the locations, we're talking warehouses.
Per sector.
Come again.
Can you filter for the sector? You're saying the customers are set up by the sectors.
Yes.
Now the question is, if I want to see the total sales done in the southern sector, is it something that can be easily filtered? Or is there a section I can go to and select southern sector and then everything drops sales for period to
Then
date?
you see the report. Yes.
All right. Can we see that interface or where that can be seen?
So let's go to the sales app again. Let's use the reporting. Go to reporting. Sales. Use the arrow by your right.
Done.
Add custom group, filter reference, and let me see. No, add custom group. Add custom group down. No, not that one.
Which one?
The middle, last item on the middle. Go to the middle group, but yes, down there.
No, come down. Select
Click the add custom group. Yeah.
Yeah, add custom group.
Click that arrow. There's an arrow by the add custom group.
That's what I've clicked.
No, you've not clicked it.
Oh, then maybe the network is not showing. What do you see? Salesperson. No, I've clicked. Group by. Then add custom group. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
Yes.
Click so.
Yes, I've clicked
supposed
it.
to.
I see campaign, company, customer country, customer entity,
We
customer
can't see it on your screen.
Yeah,
No.
so you are seeing
And
what
we
we
can't-
can't see.
We
You
can't
can't see it on
see.
your screen.
other invoice status, other reference, price list, product. I'm seeing it.
Oh, wow. So select reference. If you have reference there, and let's see.
Okay. Reference. Other reference. Is it other reference?
No, reference.
I don't see just reference. I see other reference.
Okay, you select the customer too. Let me see.
I should show customer.
Yes.
That
It's like
place
we
doesn't
can't
show
see your
in.
screen, so we are
But
not able
IT
to
is
see.
here to check, so hold on.
Okay.
Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay. So we have other reference.
Pick the customer and let me see.
Customer.
Yes. No.
This what scheme.
Use the list button, the view on your right. You see there is a list view on your right. You are on the graph view, but use the the list view on your right.
List
Below
view.
the E. Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is what comes.
Let's search again. Let's search again.
So group by.
Yes, group by.
Add custom group.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We were supposed to see reference in it, but we will check and then get. I don't want us to spend a lot of time there, but we should see a reference that will group the sectors for us.
Is it other reference or just reference?
Reference, just reference. Okay, so it's noted. We will come back to it, Charles, so that we don't spend a lot of time on it, but we should get it.
Okay, so in a case where we are entering a cash sale where the customer's information is not already captured, how are we able to have them filtered into sectors?
It means in the field that will be created for the cash sales, we will have to create a field for that so that you select. We can add fields to even what you are seeing now. We can add a lot of fields to it. So it's just a configuration issue. So we will do that for you.
I am suggesting that if we can have a class where you just select the sector, it will be easier.
Okay, so we will create that field. We will use Odoo Studio to create a field for you, and then you select that field. Yeah. So it's well noted. Okay. Brian, so you can continue. Hello, Brian. Are you around?
Can you hear me, please?
Okay. So, yes, I was asking if you had. Are you done?
The sales bit. I ended
Yes.
at where he wanted to do the discount stuff. I don't know.
Okay. So let's go back. If there are anything you have to add.
Yeah, he wanted to pick the stuff from the. Please just click on the sales, the back the sales. Yeah, he wanted to know where he could pick the items from, if I'm right.
Yes, and then I came in. Yeah, so I was saying you can continue so that if there are anything they have to know again too. Yeah. Did you get me? Okay, so you.
Hello.
I don't know whether it's yes, Brian. Yes,
I'm back.
I was saying that you can continue to the reporting, show them the list, view how they can see the reports and all that, so that we
reporting on sales or what exactly?
Yes, on sales, so that we can say we are almost or through with sales, so that we can move on to the next.
Okay, so please kindly open the sales app. Are we there, please?
Yes, we are here. I've opened the sales app.
Brian, should I continue? Or you are ready? Okay, so let's go to the product. So in sales, let's move to your product. So this is where you have your products located, and you can see the Kanban view. We have a number of views in Odoo. So where the activity just below the E, Maridav Limited, you can see Maridav Limited E. Yes, just below it is your activity, and then the next is your as for activity, Brian has spoken about it, so I will not go there. The next one is your list view. Click on the list view. Yes, so the list view normally helps you see everything on that product. So at best, you can use the list view for most of your views because it gives you what you're actually looking for. And you can add with the toggle button just by the forecasted. You see there is a toggle button. That's two buttons there at the forecasted. You can add on to your list view. Select that one. No. Calm down. That forecasted. Can you see forecast? Yes.
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, so click that one. Yeah, so you can add who is responsible, product category. You can have a list of them. So that's the list view. The next is the Kanban view. You can also use the arrows, the left and the right, to move to the next pages. You see, the page you are is 1 to 80. So you can move to 81 to 160 and down to 213. And also on the product.
The Kanban view, what does it do?
It's also a view. You go there. Okay. Click it. Yeah, I present it in a different way for you, but let me see. Yeah. So the arrow in the arrow, I think the arrow if you use it, so now you should be fine with the arrow by the sales, where you can select, you use the arrow by the sales. That's the no, move to your left. Move to your left. No, the drop down arrow on the search, on your right.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can use this arrow to drill down some of the informations you want. You want to look at only services, you want to look at goods, you want to look at combo. Combo is a combination of goods and service, inventory, your purchase. You can use this arrow to navigate your way out. And then you can also group by product type, product category, and you can also add to your custom groups. That was what I was I was trying to let you use for your reference. So you can also use this to select a particular thing or item you want to focus on. So let's go to product. Pick one of the products again, and let's
okay.
Pick
But
one of the
before that,
products
let me
again.
ask a question.
Okay.
When we go to reporting, can we filter them into sales by items and sales by customers?
You go to reporting. Go reporting. You go there. Do it. Reporting. Select the list view. The list view. Use the list view.
Okay.
It's on the graph view. So use the list.
Okay, so this is showing me by customers.
Yes. So you can see the customer, you can see the salesperson.
Okay.
Can we continue? Okay, so there is a report.
Assuming I want to get the sales by items for a period, say 1 month. So by items, I should see all antibiotic sales boxed together.
Okay, so with the still on the report with the arrow, go use the arrow. Still use the arrow. No, the one by the search button.
Okay.
Use the arrow.
So I have by customer.
Okay. Yes, and then also sales team, salesperson. Focus on if you want salesperson, you can pick that by you pick by customer.
By customer.
Yes, so you can get a report by customer, by salespersons, by sales team. You can have a sales team where you put more than one salesperson in that team. You can have a report on them. You can have a report on your customer country. These are all fields we can have reports on.
Okay, so by customer, I'm good, but by item or by product?
So go to product. Okay. Above the product.
Okay. All right.
You are good now.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go back to your product. One of the products. Let me show you something. In fact, it looks like we are doing we thought we could brush on things, but it doesn't look like we have to. The time is running now. But let's go on the product. Pick one product.
Am I audible, please?
Yes, Brian. Let's finish with what they have to know here. Then we know that at least we are not just brushing on things, and then we can, even if we have to take our time, let's take our time small. So on the product, Brian, I'm stepping in because of your network.
Okay. So where are we, please?
Yeah, we just handle some
problem.
reports.
You go on.
So let me. Yeah. So select one of the products. Yeah. So on the product, you can see your general information where we have the product type. So if you are creating a new product and it's a service or a combo or a goods, normally you have to use this. And then if you want to track the products, they have to check the track inventory. Then your invoicing policies, or that click on the invoicing policies, the arrow, delivered quantities and then ordered quantities. So if you want to invoice your customers on ordered quantities or delivered quantities, you have to select on the product. And then you have on your right sales price, the gram, that's the unit. Then if there are any taxes on the product, you can set them here. And once you save it, you don't have to manually select the taxes when you are creating the invoice. Also, product category is also there for you to select your reference. Scroll down, barcode, internal notes. Okay, so you can do some attachments to the product. If you have any, the attachment button is down. Scroll down again. Scroll down. Yes, you can see the attachment button. Yes, if you want to attach any document to the product, yes, you can select that too. And then the persons, if there is anyone you want to follow, who you want the person to follow what you are doing. Maybe you created a product, you want your superior to see whether what you've done is right. You can, Ryan, I can see you want to continue for me.
Continue. No, sir, let me ask a question before you continue.
Okay.
So, when we're at the implementation stage, I asked that the product in NetSuite, when you are setting up the product, the categorization in terms of sales, cost of sales, and inventory is done on the item. It's set up on the item. So when you sell, the costing or whatever, when you go to the profit and loss account and the balance sheets, it automatically hits those financials.
Yes.
Do you still have it there, or we have to select it, or it is embedded in the system anyhow? What I want to know is if we sell, do we have to select the income? We have to select the cost of sales
account.
Yes. Do you have to select it, or once we sell the product, it automatically hits? You've done the categorization somewhere.
Yes.
Then it automatically hits the system. And then can you show us where those set up?
Go to configuration, product categories. Configuration, product categories. Am I audible still?
Yes, you are.
Product categories. Under product, you see product categories. So choose any of the categories you set for categories, DSM product, enzyme, Maridav therapeutics. Choose any of them. Yeah, so so the income account, the expense account, the journal, the inventory valuation, all accounts are there. And you can even choose the costing method for that product. So all products under when you look at the top, you see there are 16 products under this category. So it means they will take the account automatically. When there is a transaction, these account stock properties take place on those products.
Okay, all right. Can we edit? Can we do anything on it?
Yes, if you want to edit this or change something on this, in terms of you want to change something here. Oh,
yes,
I
want to change the income, the account on it. Can we do
sure.
it?
You can go to that account. There's an arrow there. So go to the income account, please. No, the income account here. Left-hand side. Yes. No, so so you choose you can choose the account where you should go.
Okay. All right. Okay, so all products that fall under feed concentrate would then align. Okay.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Same applies to other categories.
Okay.
I want to say to go to drill into the accounting. Let me set up a different internet so that I can come in during the purchase, please. So, Seth, you can take over from the accounting bit, please.
Okay.
So can I?
Are we done with sales?
We'll come back to that, please.
Charles, if you want to go more, then today we were thinking we could run through a lot and then maybe later, if there are any support we have to give. But then, fine, let's take our time to. What do you think? What do you suggest to? Because we were looking at working on other tasks for you. So it looks like we are doing a deep training. So, Charles, what do you do? We continue with it.
I think the plan was after the training, we can start entering transactions, or we can go live. Like transactions can go into the system.
So you want to take your time and then So let's go to sales again. Let's look at one or few things and then we go to
because
accounting.
we need to raise all the issues, and then if you have to work on them, so we go live later. Yes, but if you brush through and then we are not able to exhaust our issues and then we come back again, then it will be like another section again. We waste more time.
Okay. So if we are fine. So if we have to spend like 3 hours on sales, fine. I get you. So that's also fine. So let's go back to sales again. Let's see. On the product.
So bad.
And so let's still look at one of the products again. Can pick one of the products. Okay, so you can look at the sales. Though I think we've talked about this.
Boy,
Brian, you are not muted.
Tell Brian to mute.
Yes. Brian. Okay, so no, on the sales, please, on the sales. Okay, so if let's say you are having amino bite 100 gram, you want to add optional products, you can click the recommend, click in the optional products. Let me see. Yes, so you can add, maybe you have an optional product for the customer, you can add that product, or you want to upsell, you have the option also here. And then your expense is there at no cost, at cost, or at sales price too. You can also have it here. Move up, let me see again. If you want to tag, move up, just scroll up. Okay. So if there are any tags too you want to add to the product, let's say any class you want to give to the product or anything you want to you can also add it in the tags. If you go to your report, you will be able to look at your tags too. So that's it for the sales. You can move to purchase. With purchase, let's go to purchase. Yes, so these are the vendors for the product. And the one we did was just you don't have to worry your head so much with the cutover inventory clearing vendor. We use that for our import, so don't worry about that. But you can add a line to, so let's add a vendor to this product. Yes, so you can look for one of the vendors. Just any vendor. Yeah. No, just start by typing the name of the vendor. Okay, so it means you want to create this as a vendor, then you select on the create. If you don't have it there, you have to create the vendor. Yes, so create vendor. Then the quantity that you want to
purchase from the vendor at what price?
And then you also have your delivery time. Yeah, so the currency to you can, if the vendor sells to you at the foreign currency, you can also indicate it there. Then you also have your delivery time there on your right. So you can set the delivery time for the vendor. You see it's one still at so you can either 5 or 6 or 3 or any.
Not the cutover.
Right.
Not the cut. Yes, not the cutover.
Right.
Yes, boss.
I don't know. I thought this is more relevant to our logistics team.
Yeah. I'm not the one doing this. I don't know who is that.
I'm there. It's because we are in the product. That is why I'm just using this. And Charles said we should take our time and look at them. So okay, so we can skip it and then look at it in the product. In that training.
So let's look at the problems they have with the sales or any questions based on sales.
Exactly. Yeah.
For sales, for now, we are okay until we come across any hurdle.
Okay.
So Eben.
Yeah, Mr. Babu.
Yeah, can you highlight the issues that they need to resolve for us, like
the
what they need
class
to do?
one? He said the class so that they can see reporting in class. That is the northern, southern. Yes. If I got it right again.
So the arrangement of the invoice. I mean, how the invoice appears, but you mentioned Cornelius will look at that for us. So.
Okay. So right now it's based on the class and the reporting based on classes, that is northern and southern. If I am right, please.
Yeah, that's right.
Stand to be correct. Okay. All right.
And
so you need a drop down for those ones.
It's easy for us to export to Excel, PDF, Word, etc.
Sure. So the gear bottom near quotations. The gear bottom at quotations.
Okay.
So you can export all your sales. You can import new sales. So that's it over there. It has downloaded automatically and is on it.
Excel.
Yes.
What if I want to do PDF?
It's somewhere here. Hold on. Let me check it. It's somewhere here. I don't know where it is. Where you come over here?
Read the question again.
He wants to get the export in another CSV file.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing. What's here? I'm coming. Go back to this. Let me go back to where do I this thing?
Okay, so as we look for that, I want to know, under reporting, is it possible that this system can analyze our report in such a way we can get top customers for all products? So, for instance, antibiotics, in the month of May, customers who bought the higher quantities.
Hello,
Charlie.
God.
Yes, Brian. You when you talk, we hear you. So take your time. Yes, you. So look at the pivot. So go to reporting. You are the reporting. Let's go to reports. Sales. Yes, and use the pivot. We are on the graph. Use the pivot. The one on your right.
Okay.
No, on your right. Move to your right. Very right. just below the E, where we have the list.
The list.
The next one.
Pivot.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. So let me on where the total is click on the May 2025. Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can, let's say, select the customer.
Okay.
Customer. Then maybe would this help? You can see one which is leading for your customers.
Okay, and can this also be filtered into sectors so that we see?
Yeah, so still, yeah. So where you picked the customer, add. Okay, sales. Add where you have the sales.
Where we have the sales. Okay.
Yes, on your right. Select that and let me see.
This is what comes.
Okay, you are referring to the sector. So with this one, if you want to pick a sector, because we don't have the sectors now, I don't know how you can group that, but we are trying to so let's say match with salesperson. You select salesperson. Yes. Can you see? So if we are having sector, you see the salesperson there, Eben and Set. Can you see?
Yeah,
so if we're having the sectors too, yes, you can use the report to drill the arrow to drill whatever report you are looking for with the pivot report. Select the graph to LBC. Use the still on your right where you pick the pivot. No, not here. On your right, yeah, the graph. Okay, so I think the pivot will help you with that option. Are you answered?
All right, it's fine. But another question is, our product has different pack sizes. We have the 100 grams and then the kg. Is it possible that at the end of the day, it will be analyzed for us to have everything in kg?
Everything in kg.
Yes.
So you go there. Let's do it together. So go there again and let's see if you have that. No, it's still on the report. No.
Okay. So sales?
No, where you are on the pivot. Sorry, on the pivot.
Pivot. Okay.
Yes.
Or let me just make a sale so that we would have 100 grams and then kg. Let me see.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So new. This.
Hello.
Kg. Okay, so invoice has been created. So let me go to reporting. Okay. So this is what I have.
So you wanted a report on...
We don't need to be messing up like that.
Hello, Brian. Brian, you are not muted.
Yeah, it just put everything together. It didn't convert the 100 grams to kg.
Okay, select the measures. I will, let me see something. The measure, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I think I have to come on this again. So it's I'll note it down and then
yeah, I'll be
come
grateful
to you.
if that can be done.
Okay, okay,
All right, thank you.
okay, you're welcome.
That's it. I think we also mentioned the car sales.
Yes, yes,
That
I've
has to be
also
created.
noted that.
Yes.
Okay.
Even that's all.
Can I
Car
stop sharing
sales.
so that Charles will take over since we are moving to accounting?
Oh, even
Okay.
we are trying to put your list to the issues that they have to resolve. Are we done with it?
I think at the mode of payment too, maybe cash, Momo, the bank.
Like multiple payments.
Multiple payments model. Sure.
Yeah, please, also the discounting, whether it will be in percentages like that. I don't know if you've noted that down as well.
Yes, so it's also noted.